So, another spiritual subject. I was editing a video that is going to be on my channel today, okay? Tonight, precisely. And the video was why it's hard for me to let go. You know, when I say why it's hard for me to let go, I mean why it's hard for me to let go of a goal. Because when I have a goal, like I want to do something, I don't know, just a career, a project, a professional or personal project, it doesn't matter. I'm really focusing on I'm focusing on not the goal itself, but I'm focusing on the right now. Like, what can I do for it to work? Or I'm going to work on this project and then I'm going to like look if it's working, if it's like YouTube, I'm going to check the views all the time. And I'm like, why am I doing that? Like, literally, why it's hard for me to let go when I know for a fact, okay, I have no doubt, I know for a fact that by letting go, this is the best way to attract. It's literally the definition of the law of detachment. So, why is it hard for me to let go? And the other day, I was on my bed and I had like a breakthrough. Like, I had the, how to say in English, realization. I had the thing like, oh, I know why. And I literally have my note right here. And okay, because I really didn't want it to forget about the mental process. Okay. So, as I said, I know for a fact. So, to the question why it's hard for me to let go, I know for a fact that it's working for other people. I know for a fact that if one human being on earth is capable of doing something, another human being can, and every other human beings could. And I'm going to say on earth, but in the universe, it's the same. If one being can do something, everyone else in this mother effing universe can do it too. I don't need other people to believe me. Like it's deep in me. I know for a fact that this is the way it's happening, and also I've seen it with my own eyes. That by letting go, it's the best way, to attract. And that's the belief. It's hard for me to let go because you can think it doesn't make sense, girl. If you know, then by letting go, it's the way to attract. Why aren't you letting go? Because what if? And that's my core belief. What if I'm the exception? What if it's working for everyone else on the planet, on this planet, or on the universe, but me? What if I'm different? What if I'm less than? What if it's working for them and not for me? So the question is, so what? So what? What would happen if it was the case? Okay. So then I was like, well, it would say a lot about me, but actually it wouldn't say a lot about me. I would say a lot about myself. Because the thing is, this belief is not about the others. It's about me and myself and how I would feel and how I would view myself. Okay? So I could have stopped by just, that's why I'm not letting go, because what if it's working for everyone else? And even that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, okay? But I went deeper because I was like, all right, and what if like if this happened, so what? And I was like, okay, so how I would feel? I would feel like I'm not normal. I would feel like I'm different. I would feel like, and this is what I'm really afraid of. to feel like that. And there's another question coming. So this is how you go deep in yourself. And the other question was, so what? So what? If you feel like this, so what? It's not the end of the world. So what? Why are you avoiding so much to feel like this? So what? The answer is, I feel like I would lose myself. If I feel like this, then I would lose myself. This is my belief, which doesn't make sense. So your beliefs are there to help you survive because you feel like you will lose yourself. And if you lose yourself, to me, it's not life. It's death. You're not there. What's the point? So your beliefs are there to protect you. But when you really, really understand them, you realize that they don't make sense. It's that it doesn't make sense. And when you understand your belief, that's when you can let it go. Because you'll realize that it doesn't make sense. But to realize that, you have to go deep. Because like I said, I could have stopped just by the answer, like just with the answer. I know, and I've seen that letting go is the way to do for other people. But what if I'm the exception? What if it's not working for me? I could have stopped there, but I didn't. I was like, all right, this is the first belief. What if it's not working for me? But like, even if it was not working for me, which I've been there, I've tried things and it didn't work for me. What would be the worst scenario if you're already there? Right? I've seen a video not long ago from a guy called Daryl Anka, and he's channeling a multidimensional being called Bashar, which I love Bashar. He like helped me understand so many things. I had so many breakthrough thanks to Bashar. And at some point there's a guy, right? He's talking to Bashar and he's like, hey, I'm going to lose my job, okay? And he's talking and talking, and he was like, but I'm afraid, like I'm afraid to lose my job. And Bashar was like, you're afraid of something that is already there because you told me you are going to lose your job, isn't it? And the guy was like, yeah. So what are you afraid of? You're afraid of something that is there. It's there already. Because, all right, he was going to lose his job. All right. So like in like maybe a month or something, he knew for a fact this is what his I don't know, manager told him or whatever. It was a fact. So Bashar was like, well, you are going to lose it. You're afraid of what? You are going to lose it. All right. And he was like, funny enough, funny enough, I actually want to do something else. Like I always wanted to do something, and I thought it's the perfect moment to start. And Bashar was like, funny enough, huh? It's not random. He said, it's literally you who decided to rearrange all your life and to let go of certain things that were no longer working for you to do finally the thing you wanted to do. So he said, how smart is that? Your higher self did all of this for you to get what you want because it was hard for you to do it physically, mentally, right now on the 3D. Your higher self did it and rearrange your life for you to get what you want. And you are feeling like, I don't have the choice right now. I have to do it, but it's not random. You did it because you couldn't do it on the physical, on the 3D. Then that's how the other dimensions came, like to help you. And Bashar was like, it's not random. And he said, how smart is that, how spiritually smart. And I was like, oh. So that's why now I'm thinking, okay, when I'm going through something that I didn't want, I was like, I'm asking myself, what am I learning? What am I learning? Because if I'm learning something, from this situation, whatever it is, that's me literally creating this situation. I created this situation with the help of the other person. If it's, I don't know, the other person that said something really awful to me, you know, then I'm going to focus on what I'm going to focus on what I feel. What am I feeling? But like, what am I feeling? And also, why am I feeling like that? You know, and then I'm going to learn a lot about myself, and I'm going to know, oh, okay, these situations were here for me to understand that about myself, and for me to understand that I need to work on that to become more confident. This is just a perception. All right. And I was, walking today, and I was thinking about that. Something random, another situation that has nothing to do with anything I just said. It's about the fact that I have been abandoned by my biological family. And then I had this thought about, it's just a belief. Feeling abandoned, I'm sorry, it's just a belief. Because I was like, I can change this perception. I can view it differently. Why am I feeling like they abandoned me when I could see it as they literally saved my life? Dead ass. That's what happened. They saved my life. So why, instead of saying they abandoned me, why am I not changing it by they saved my life? And that's why I'm here today. Because it has a more positive mindset, like impact on me. Why am I focusing on something negative? This is just a belief. This is just a choice. This is you focusing on the negative parts. I literally understood that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to change certain words now in my vocabulary. How do you say in English? Vocabulary. Okay, in French it's vocabulaire. Vocabulary. Here you go. Anyway, so yeah, I was like, damn, yeah, he's right. And I say he's because, I understood a lot of things. It's thanks to Bashar, thanks to this guy named Daryl Enka, and he is channeling Bashar, and or a multi-dimensional that we call Bashar. And he, like, there's a lot of videos on YouTube, and he helped me so much. And there's a lot of people, they're like, yeah, but maybe all of this is crap, right? And Daryl, even himself, is saying, maybe I'm not channeling another multidimensional being. Maybe I'm channeling my higher self. But who cares about if you believe it or not? Because at the end of the day, you have to focus on what I'm saying, because what I'm saying can help you. And I've seen a lot of comments like, I'm not sure to believe it, but it doesn't matter because actually what is said on this video, I believe it. Yeah, I believe like the thing itself, right? Like I don't believe maybe in multidimensional beings or whatever, but I believe in the message, okay? And I applied it and it worked. Like I've seen a lot of comments like that. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not, actually. So, but for me, I believe it. But yeah, all that to say that letting go of a belief means going deep in you, asking yourself the right questions. I always say this. You have to ask yourself the right questions. And when I say in many videos that when you let go, like once you understand that the belief doesn't make sense, you automatically let go of it. It's because Bashar explained this in a way better way. And he's really focusing on the psychological part, but he's saying that when your belief is there, and this is what I understood about myself also, that your belief is there for you to survive, right? Like, and I'm focusing on the negative beliefs. So your beliefs are there for you to survive because you don't want to face a situation that could make you like lose yourself or whatever the outcome is that you're afraid of, it's there for you to protect yourself. But once you realize that it's actually doesn't make sense, your brain will automatically choose another thing for you to protect yourself, you know? So if you keep doing the same thing and you're like, yeah, I understood it, but it's just not working because I'm still doing the thing, you have to go deeper because there's another belief. Like me, like I literally just show you like an example. I could stop at just what if it's not working for me, but I went deeper. I was like, okay, but even like what would happen if it was not working for me? What would be the worst scenario with that? Well, I could lose myself. I would see myself as like, as less than. I would, no, 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 you have to go deep. If it's still not working, it's because you have to go deeper. Yeah. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. There's a video that is 2 minutes and 34 seconds. So it's coming up tonight actually, and it's me explaining all of this in a more clear way, faster way. And yeah, I just wanted to do a live about it. So that's it. Take care, and I see you. I don't know. I just do random live like this now, but I do live. I go live on TikTok, so you might want to go see my TikTok. It's Lilas on Tara. Bye.